it's Lzzy from Halestorm. There is only one way to rock. It's on 105.7 DX.
Hey, it's Matt Bahan. We're broadcasting live backstage at the Twisted Spoke in Tremont, Illinois. Big props to Dan and his awesome crew here at the Twisted Spoke in Tremont. Our friends at Budweiser as well. I'm with, like, you know, the hottest lady in rock and roll right now, maybe ever. I mean, look at all the hot ladies in rock history. I'm not sure they compare to this lady right here. This is Lzzy Hale.
So nice of you. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
Hey, absolutely. I mean, we've been with you guys from day one.
Seriously, from day one.
06.
How many years? Yeah, 06,
I think it was 06. I mean, when you guys started, it was 06, right? 05?
Yeah, well, we started in 05, but we, you know, it's by the time that we got to any certain point, it was 06 already. So yeah. That whole year was a blur. There was lots of tequila. I don't remember. No.
See, tequila. You can't go wrong with that. No, we, of course, had great shows in the past at the Heart of Illinois Fair. We had great shows. You guys have been with us from day one. Of course, ever since we went to 105.7 the X at 105.7, you guys have been a big part of our life. And to see where you are now, not to be cliche, but you guys, you know, the bigger shows, the new album, the intensity, you see the trajectory going up the hill. I mean, how's it feel, this new album? I mean, there isn't a weak song on this new album. I mean, it's intense. I mean, your vocals, they've always been great, but you seem to like max out like craziness on this new album, right?
Yeah, I took some risks on this record. It was funny. We weren't quite sure how this record was going to turn out. We didn't have a whole lot of time, which ended up working in our favor because you kind of take the brain out of it and you stop thinking about all the stupid stuff and just go with your gut. But we literally got off tour. We toured for about like 3.5 years on that last record.
Right.
And got off tour, had literally 24 hours to pack. Went to California, started in the studio the next day with like a handful of ideas. We wrote most of our new stuff while we were recording it, like finished it while we were recording it. And it was just crazy. And when we finished, I mean, we're so proud of it, but we really weren't sure, you know, if anybody was going to grab onto it. And I definitely took a lot of risks on this record. You'll see some, you know, some much softer sides of me, including much more obnoxious sides to me as well.
That's not a bad thing. I think we love all that. I mean, the lyrics are intriguing. It seems like there's edge there. There's some things that you want to get off your chest. There's, I mean, you're kind of, I don't know, what was the big inspiration lyrically? I mean, obviously, are you the big lyrical force of the band? You seem like you are. I mean, you're bringing the personal stuff in, but you know, what was? I see the lyrics on this, like the last album. You got to be bringing personal stuff into it a little bit, right?
Oh, of course, of course. I think I scared myself a little bit on this record because there were a few subjects that I don't think I've ever really even shown the guys in my band that I ended up sharing on this record. And a lot of the more intimate songs were songs that, you know, you kind of write and you kind of put away in the bank. You're like, oh, I don't know, that's too girly of a song or whatever. And then of course with like some of the more angry stuff. 2012 has been the year of change for me. There was, you know, some family stuff that went on that was you know, a little hectic, but then also love life has gotten significantly better. So there was this very yin and yang to very confusing time in my life, and ended up having this kind of creative purging, so to speak, just kind of spewing out all of these things, and thankfully my guys are like, just do it. We're not even going to ask, just go. So, of course, then the floodgates open and we get this
voila.
Record. So.
Well, and then that's a good thing. I mean, you look at all the great artists in history. They bring out their heart and their passion, their soul of what they're doing lyrically and musically, and you know, I see that in this album. It's a great album. You're connecting amazingly well, as always, with the Peoria and the Central Illinois 105.7 the X audience. So thank you guys for that. And I mean, you're right now. I mean, you're like one of the it bands. It's got to be a fun feel because it isn't just here. It's across the countryside. You guys have been in Ohio, you've been in Canada, you've been out east, you've been out west. You're seeing the enthusiasm, obviously.
Oh, absolutely. It's crazy. It really is. And it's funny because I think something that our fans need to know is that they do inspire us every day, and we get to talk to you guys over Twitter and Facebook and every night at the shows, and it really means a lot to us. You kind of letting us into your lives and letting us really see who you are, and more or less, you know, letting us feel like we're a part of something as well. So it's just it means a lot to us that you guys let us do that.
That's great. We're gonna have a great show here tonight. Up close, personal, intimate setting here at the Twisted Spoke in Tremont, and it's gonna be great. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Emphatic and New Medicine. Thank you guys for being on the bill too. Great new bands on the scene. So, last question. I saw the video with you and Corey Taylor on stage. belting, having a great time. What was how'd that even come together? I mean, that was a YouTube sensation. I was blogging about it, talking about it on my morning show. Let's hear. You're a little obsessed about Corey, aren't you?
A little bit. I am a little obsessed with Corey Taylor. Much to his wife's chagrin, I think. No, I love her too. It's interesting that performance was so last minute. We were literally in the van. I was going to watch him on stage. He's like, "You want to do a song?" I'm like, "Sure. What are you doing?" He's like, "I don't know, just pick something." And I'm like, "Okay, you know any covers? Like, you want me to do one of yours?" He's like, "Well, how about like AC/DC? That's easy, right?" I'm like, "Sure. What song do you think?" Shook me on the left. Okay, and okay, I got it. It's cool. And like literally, we made this up on the spot, and we were looking at each other. I don't know if you guys noticed. We're looking at each other the whole time. We're like, okay, chorus now, right? Yes, chorus.
Right.
Here we go. It was so much fun, and that whole camp has kind of. It brought us in, and they're like family now. So it's very cool to be able to do that with people.
That's great. He's one of the greatest out there right now. I mean, it's so great to see what's going on in the world of rock, and people say rock is dying on the vine or got problems. It's not true at all. It doesn't exist here in the Midwest. It doesn't exist. I mean, hey, God bless all the other musical genres, but you guys are talented. But rock is nowhere dead because we got this lady out doing what she does. So and so many other great bands.
I will tell you something that I've talked about extensively with certain people over the past week is that rock and roll. It may not be the most popular genre always, I mean, disco died, and all these other genres kind of go.
Shit music.
They come and go away, but rock and roll is always here. It might be underground for most of the time, but it's always here. So.
Yeah, so means dubstep and all the other genres. You're cool right now.
You're so cool.
But in about 8 minutes, you're over. Newsflash. Same. I'm not wrong.
No, you're not.
I mean, you right now go get your glow sticks. But you can't beat rock and roll. You can't beat guitars, drums, and a beautiful lady singing in a great rock and roll band. Lzzy, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks, man, very much.
Yep, and thank you, Twisted Spokes, Loon, Fremont. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Budweiser, and all you folks, man. Thanks for coming out tonight. It's 1057thexrocks.com.
1057The X Rocks.
This is Joe from Halestorm. I just want to thank Twisted Spoke, 1057X, and everybody here for one of the literally hottest and also one of the coolest shows that we've done on this tour so far. So people of Peoria are awesome, and I can't wait to get back. So thank you guys so much. Rock on.
1057